This is a tutorial to help you create your Google site. I will also give you a basic overview of Google Sites. I'll be creating and posting tutorials later on that will help you to customize your Google site. So first, in your Bay District School Gmail, you'll want to go to the top left-hand corner and click Site. This will pull you up to a list of sites you've created, or if you have not created one, you won't see any. I've created some for other teachers, so you see several there. You're going to click on Create New Site. And this screen is where you can choose whether to create your own template or browse for templates that have been created by people in the district or by Google. I recommend creating your own, starting from a blank template, only because if you want to customize it, this makes it easier to do exactly what you want. So first you're going to name your site, and I will name this one just Petronas Kindergarten, since this is a mock site. Notice that the URL corresponds with the site title. Wherever there's a space, the URL automatically puts a dash. It's my preference to get rid of that. That's totally up to you. The site name is already, or the site URL is already pretty long, so anything to shorten it, in my opinion, would be beneficial. Then you're going to click on a theme. Because we're going to customize this later on, I'm just going to go with the default theme. But as you can see, there's numerous themes to choose from. And then at the bottom, click More Options. Here is where you can categorize your site. The categories correspond with the screen we last saw. Let me go back. The main screen in Google Sites. Notice down here it says Browse Sites within Bay District Schools. If you click that, this gives you Browse by Popular Categories. These are all the categories of sites that have been created in Bay County or Bay District Schools. If you have time, it's great to check these out and see what, maybe you can get ideas from other teachers. Most of them have not been categorized. You see there's a long list of uncategorized sites. And I encourage anyone whose site is in this list to categorize it just so that people can find it and it's easier to know what your site is affiliated with. So on my site, I'm going to categorize it. I'd recommend doing your grade or subject area, your school, and anything else that you feel your site would fall into. Any other categories you feel your site would fall into. Site description. This one's totally optional. This is just for people who are exploring through sites. Let's see. This site, Bay Haven History Fair. This is the site description. Bay Haven Middle School History Fair information. Boosters. This is the official home of the Bay Haven Bobcat Booster Club. To the person who created this site, I would recommend changing your site title to Bay Haven Bobcat Booster Club. Just a suggestion. But let's get back to our site. This is the most important part because I've noticed a lot of people created sites where it's available to everybody at Bay District Schools, but they forgot or maybe overlooked this box, which is very important, especially if you're going to be giving your site to parents or anyone who's outside of Bay District Schools, outside of the Bay District Gmail. This allows anyone to view your site. So we'll create our site. So as you can see here, I have my site title, Petronas Kindergarten. This is my page title because this is my home page. If you click Edit Page, you'll see this box. This is what you call the content area. And you can change this just like you would in Word, or maybe Microsoft Publisher would be a better example. By clicking Layout, you can choose whether it's 1 column, 2 column, 3 column. This is 1 column with a top box and a footer box. So you have like another header and a footer. however you want your site to look. Um, for our homepage, I'm just going to do the one column. Over here on the left, you have the sidebar, and this is where, think of this as like a menu of your sub pages. If you go to my page, I have a horizontal navigation bar with drop down menus. That's just a preference for me. Again, it's whatever you like. I have our classroom, literacy, writing, math, favorite links, STEM, because I was a STEM intern this summer, calendar, and my blog. And then under some of these, I have the sublinks or the sub pages. You can do the same thing in your sidebar. They're pretty much the same thing. You can have one or the other or both. Again, it's just my preference to choose between the two, and I like the horizontal menu. Also, if you notice here, there's a search this site. On mine, I have search this site, or you can click this drop down menu and search all sites, which would be all sites in Bay District schools, or search web, or configure search options. And this is because I'm an admin, I can edit my search options. If I want people to only be allowed to search within my blog, or within my website, I can set that. Or I can set it to where people can search just my website, or choose between searching my website or searching Google. And you would do that by, configure search. You can disable search if you don't want to have the search box, or enable it. Search this site, search all sites in Bay District schools, or search Google. And then they have advanced settings if you want to add like Yahoo or Bing or any other search engine. But I'm pretty happy with Google. And you can also set your default search. My default search is site, because I'm assuming if someone's wanting to search something on my site, they're probably wanting to stick to just my site, because you can always just go to Google in another tab like I have here. So that's why I have that like that. But we're going to save this page because we're not going to do anything else to it for this tutorial. But to create a sub page, or like how I have my pages underneath our classroom, literacy, and things like that, you will click to create page. And then you'll again name your page just like you did your site, and we'll name this one Our School. You can determine whether you want to put it under top level or home, and that's totally up to you. For organization purposes, I like to put it under home, and you can think of it as like an outline. So if we go back to my site, go to manage site, and go to pages, you see where it's like an outline. And so I like to keep things like that. But it's totally up to you. Across here you see you can choose a template. You can choose a web page, announcement, which is kind of like a blog. You can put daily posts or things that happen in the classroom, or if you have a news alert you want to share with parents or students, you can use this format. A filing cabinet is a place where you can keep like printables or documents or forms and organize them. List is kind of like an Excel spreadsheet. And then there's a start page, which you can put apps and various things for you to use on your end as the user and as an admin of the site. But we'll get into these different templates in another tutorial so I can better explain them. For the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to do a website. We're going to change URL. We'll change the URL. There we go. I was trying to get it. Just like you named your site, or you did the site title, the URL corresponds with with your title is what it should be doing. I don't know why it's not. So we'll put our school and then save it. And because this is under the home page and it's titled Our School. And we'll create the page. And there you have the page. This is the content part. Here's our page title. We still have our sidebar, which is on every page. And we have our site title, which is on every page. Down here you have attachments and comments. This allows people to make comments on your page. You can attach documents to this page. Also, though, it's important to know that other users can attach documents to this page. For the purpose of this page, I should say, we don't need, we're not going to need anybody to be attaching anything or commenting. So I'm going to go to page settings under more actions, and I'm going to disable those features and save it. And then you have your subpages, and you can continue creating, you can create pages underneath Our School, just like I did. If you go to my page, I have Our Classroom, and then I have, this is not a good, I'm sorry, not a good example. I have Sight Words, and then subpages to my Sight Words would be my printables for the pre-primer list, the pre-primer flashcards, and things like that. So I'll be creating more tutorials to go over the details, but this is just a basic overview of Google Sites, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you.